Hi my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today I have a very special message for anyone who feels like you're being called deeper into your own inner perfection. You know that deep inside there lives a perfect self, unhurt, unharmed. It's divinely perfect. It's not the conditioning part of you. It's not all the hurts and everything you might be going through right now. It's the peaceful part of you. It's the part of you that feels calm in being. Many of you have become more familiar with this part of you. It is the natural process of evolution. And more you pay attention to it, more it starts calling you. More it starts speaking to you. It's like noticing the duality until you remember that you're not this outer you. You're not, this facade or mask or identity. You're actually this inner you that is being expressed every time you are being authentic. Every time you live in the now. Being present, being content, being aware, noticing this is me. And this is what I want to share with the world. This is what I want to share with others. There's so much to give. There's so much to offer. There's so much to create. This part of you is unconditionally accepting. But it's also unconditionally truthful. So when this part of you recognizes untruth around you, it's not like, hey, I accept this behavior. It's like, hey, I don't tolerate this. I don't accept this. This part of you is calling you to you, back into inner perfection. It is a reminder you're not fixing yourself. You're not really improving yourself, but rather becoming more of yourself. This part of you is reminding you it is connected with everything. Like your body is an instrument of nature made out of same elements as everything else in nature. This inner part is what is being expressed through your body. It's what makes your body alive. What's the difference between a live human being and a corpse? The difference is that a live human being feels the presence of infinity within, right? You feel it inside of your heart. You feel it, it's limitless. When you feel it, when you connect with it, it's limitless. That's how you feel called into expansion. You feel called into noticing it. More you feel it, more you become it. More you become it, more you feel a need to express it. More you express it, more you share it. Spread it, right? And more you share it, more you spread it, more it kind of consumes you. You just become more and more and more of it. And that's what the real spiritual evolution is all about. It's noticing you are the spirit, having a human experience. And a great challenge in our everyday lives truly is to remember that you are not everything that's happening in your mind, and you're not everything that's happening in your outer world. Like learning to detach from all these programs and systems and complexity and remember who you are, because that's where you feel safe. That's where you feel secure. That's where you recharge. That's where you notice that you are infinite. That you're actually not draining yourself out, you're actually recharging yourself here, right? And this part of you really craves to be spread, to be shared, So you kind of feel a need for service. You kind of feel a need to uplift others in any kind of a way. So every time you connect with it, something very interesting may happen in your life. Like an opportunity to help someone, an opportunity to be a guide for someone. Have you noticed this? Every time you become more connected with your essence, with your true self, you start noticing that opportunities start popping up in your life and you just want to be of service, right? Because this part of you is truly seeking love in connection with others. Every time you're able to touch that same part in someone else, both of you experience a spark of love, right? A deeper connection, a mystical part of everything that doesn't need any word to be expressed. It just felt, right? So it's kind of seeking love in acting more of, or maybe more from your heart. That's how you feel called into expansion. That's how you can sense that you're being guided into expansion, into greater evolution, into rising beyond this third dimensional consciousness and coming into deeper realization that you've come here for this. You've come here to draw connections, to make this web stronger. And authenticity is really the fundamental pillar that is making everything stable. In authenticity, you notice that the world needs you somewhere. And every time you feel lost, you've disconnected yourself, or maybe just distanced yourself from your inner perfection. This perfection doesn't mean that you don't need to grow in your life, or you don't need to improve certain aspects of your material life or of your character. It just means that when you need a retreat, you can go within and you will retreat there. Like, go from your mind into your heart and open it up. It's just a home of wholeness, a home of tranquility, a home of peace that you can discover every time you choose deep within. You don't need to have any specific practice to really accomplish that. It's just what resonates with you the most. Like, it can be a beautiful walk under the sun, being aware that sun is kinda nurturing you, and you're gently walking on this planet, noticing the connection with it, the sounds and the colors and the light, everything you can notice with your senses is not just something outside, it's a part of you. It's the interconnectedness of everything. If you can experience your life this way, each moment can be a very playful experience, because you soon notice that the same as everything else in nature, also your body is an instrument of it, through which nature is expressing itself. Your nature is expressing or being expressed through your body. So what do you find as a truth for you? Like, what is your nature? What does your heart say about what is your nature? Your eternal nature, your abundant nature, your limitless nature. What does your heart say? What would it be? When you look inwardly, what is your nature? Because most probably you already know what it is. And more you do it, more you are being it, more you embody it, more you will feel it, right? So eventually on your journey, you will become more of a natural self, right? And less of conditional self. And as you become more natural self, you will feel more natural, you will feel more relaxed, you will feel more calm in any situation. And you will feel more magnetic for similar kind of people who are, let's say, somewhere on a similar level. Sure, universe will be keep sending to you certain types of challenges that can activate more of your light, because still you may find sometimes yourself thinking that you already know everything. Sometimes, when we live from our hearts, sometimes we may feel we are very evolved, or you may feel that challenges are unnecessary. But the point is that you know where to retreat from everything and where to find the answers for everything. Sometimes when life becomes overwhelming, you know where you can go to recharge. You know that this part of you will never betray you. This part of you will never leave you behind. This part of you will never leave you, because it is you. So it's a calling back to you. When you're living busy lives, many times you need your mind to think. Many times you need solve problems and challenges. And many times you need to be there for others. Many times you need to do hard things. Many times you need to do something that's painful. And many times you just need to resolve something. But then return back into your inner kingdom, your inner home, and see how you've done it. It's like an own reflection from eternity. Are you being yourself in your daily life? Are you serving the highest good in your daily life? Are you living in love in your daily life? Is your heart open in your daily life? Are you experiencing many hurtful people in your daily life? How are you responding to them in your daily life? Are you being truthful in your daily life? Are you setting boundaries in your daily life? How are you doing? And how this eternal part of you would be dealing with these same events, maybe differently. Do you see a potential different path you could take? Do you see a potential different expression you could embody? Do you see a potential different words you could use that your eternal self would acknowledge you to use? It's a call into your expansion. And every time you say yes to that calling, a part of you expands. And more you're noticing that you always wanted this expansion, you always kind of craved it, but you had no idea what you truly need. Sometimes it felt like you really need something, but you had no idea what it would be. And now you know you needed this connection with yourself. You've been craving connection. You've been craving answers that can only come from your inner world. And they are finding you. So listen to them. Notice them, my friend. And use them, as it is the highest form of wisdom that can find you at this point. Trust yourself. Trust your heart, my friend. as you become present with it, you will feel its presence. There is no separation between you and it. It's just that it needs you to be expressed. So it's a unity between you and the self, being in the self. So slowly and slowly and slowly you're kinda, letting go, like shedding the old skin and becoming more of what stays in this process of letting go, what truly stays. Like you would take a rock and you would start sculpting it. You start sculpting it because deep inside you already see a potential of what can happen out of this rock, like what kind of form you see in it, the potential of this kind of a sculpture. So you kind of see it, but what you're doing, you need to shape it, right? You need to take away all the unnecessary parts of this rock so it can become completely its essence, right? So that's how you are also treating yourself. Like there are parts of you that you may not like, there are parts of you that have been hurt, and there are certain patterns that you may not like about yourself. But as you're living your daily life, every single day you're noticing certain things about yourself that just need to just be released, right? And as the next day come, try to live it a bit more consciously, a bit more from this inner center, knowing this is how I truly want to be expressed. So my friend, stay connected, open up your heart, and let it show you a way. Much love, my friends. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Till next time, one love. Hey my friends, I hope you've enjoyed in today's video. I want to remind you that we've just opened a fresh new store called AttractPassion.com, where you can find all of my work. Original paintings, you can find prints of all of my art in different sizes, so go there and check it out, AttractPassion.com. If you will use the code PASSION15, you will get 15 off onto your first order. So go there and check it out, and to anyone who would love to work with me one-on-one, I'm offering one-on-one coaching. We have some free spots once again. You can go and check out the link in the description of this video where you can find everything there. So go and check it out. If you would like to do something with the inspiration that you feel right now, it will help you so much to transform your life. I want you to do something with it. If you feel inspired, you have to do something with it. So my friends, till next time, one love.